My shirt says, "This killing them with kindness is taking way longer than I expected." And that pretty much sums up my day. First day of the start of tax season. What I provide is tax education so that people can self prepare their returns. As anticipated, I spent a lot of time today explaining the changes to the tax code, how expectations were um, in one place, but reality is closer to reality. What's real? Keeping it real. So that's what I spent a lot of the day doing today, in addition to work, working, uh, and job searching. Plus, Brandon's sick, so I've been taking care of nursing her. Um, Even though she kind of provides a lot of self care, she's very self sufficient. Uh, I did spend some time at least helping, supporting her, taking care of herself. But day one down, and yeah, it's going to be another great season. I am going to apply the benefit of my experience to dispel some myths. There's been a lot of images posted, TikToks made, information and misinformation being shared. I saw um, one post with different amounts listed, just some generic information. Oh, this person that has one W 2 and this amount of income, no dependents, and gonna get these thousands of dollars back. Well, that's their own money. The only reason that anyone would have that type of refund circumstances because they hadn't been provided with sound uh, financial advice. They didn't have the sense to um, be able to receive that money in their paycheck, and they had an exorbitant amount, thousands of dollars of their own money withheld from their paycheck when they shouldn't have. That's just poor W 4 information at the beginning of the year or at the beginning of the employment that will result in any single person filing single with no dependents receiving thousands of dollars back in their refund because there aren't thousands of dollars in refundable tax credits. Yeah, they're just getting their own money back that they should have had in their paycheck throughout the course of the year 2025. And they just gave the Department of Treasury a interest-free loan. If they had put that, just say it was $3,000, if they had put that $3,000 in a high yield savings account, they would have made a few $100s off of it. At least they would have made a couple $100 off of $3,000 left in a high yield savings account over the course of 12 months. Yeah, they would have made maybe at least $150. Um, and that's just using simple interest. 10% interest would be for $300. If you have that, most high yield savings account are paying anywhere from 4.5 to 4.7, maybe 4.3. So half of 300 would be 150. A little less than that would be 140, 145. So yeah, if they left $3,000 in a high yield savings account, they would at least made $150. Uh, Leaving it, paying it, paying into that type of savings by letting the Department of Treasury use your 3,000, 4,000, whatever it is, dollars all year long for free, 99, yields you nothing. And then when you get this refund back, unless you're putting it in a high yield savings account, you're not getting any benefit from it. And that's just not the smart way to, that's just not the smart thing to do with your money. It is your money anyway, because you're literally earning it in your salary and having it withheld and paid in overpayment of taxes so that you can, I don't know, make a TikTok video about this high dollar refund that you got. I hope that those persons in that type of circumstance get some better financial advice from their tax preparer or from whomever they trust, and do better. So, and I know that there are certain situations where people with dependents who have multiple younger 15-year-old or younger or 13-year-old or younger dependents have certain sets of circumstances where they're not able to either get the advanced earned income credit, and so they have those giant refunds. In those situations, in those instances, I always advise clients to change your W-4, get the money throughout the year when you need it, or if they're unable to do that, depending on what their work circumstance is, I advise them to file exempt at a certain point in the year. You change your W-4, don't have any more taxes withheld after probably around August. Around that time, those people in that type of tax situation generally need the money to get their children ready for school. Then holidays coming up at the end of the years, all of that money should be coming into your paycheck. You typically, a typical taxpayer has already paid enough into their tax withholding account by the ninth month of the year, which will be by the 8th month of the year, which will be August, definitely the ninth, which will be September. That means your September, October, November, December payroll has your whatever you have withheld from federal going into your net, into your bank account, into your pocket. And then then at tax time, that's still your money, same money. You don't get it as much in your refund, but you get to use your money when you need it, and then you're not left waiting on your refund. And even if you don't need that money for whatever those circumstances might be, you can leave it in your own savings account, and at least for the third quarter or the fourth quarter of the year, earn interest if you leave that in a high yield savings account, as opposed to leaving it with the Department of Treasury and not getting any money, because they're earning savings, they're earning interest on it. And them earning interest on it and not paying you anything is not sound financial advice. So I actually didn't intend to even share all of that in this video, but I'm glad again to share. And I look forward to using some diagrams and some specific real talk, sharing real information that actually kind of dispels some of the what looks cute on TikTok myth and rumor. And yeah, and share the no gatekeeping aspect of benefit experience and doing better, living better by sharing information for our community to make more sound financial decisions. It's already your money. However you get it, how you spend it, how you live it is your decision. Be encouraged.